Hey everyone, how's it going? Cloud here. So, for you people who have been waiting, obviously last week I uploaded the Crystals of Chaos Season 2 Voice Actor Awards nominations for you to basically all place your votes. So, it's been a week since then. I have now made the video private, so if you didn't get a chance to vote, I apologise, but obviously I did have the video up for a week and that, and the winnings were pretty clear. However, it's been very, very tight this time, so it's been a very interesting one at that, definitely. So actually, overall, pretty much a lot of you did cast in your votes. We got way more votes come through in this one compared to the Season 1 Voice Actor Awards. And first off, obviously, massive thank you to everyone who did vote, because again, it's only sort of a fun thing, but it means a lot for the voice actors to see all these people voting for them. And it actually made it a very interesting win in the end, overall result, specifically between 4 or 5 certain people, as they kept sort of overtaking each other, one day, and then the next day more people would vote for the other person who was falling behind and they didn't overtake. So it was a really close win between a lot of them, which we'll go on to now. So obviously, like last year, there is a gold award, a silver award, and a bronze award. So obviously the gold award goes to the first, the highest voted person, silver to the second, and bronze to the third. And also what I've done this year is done my own personal awards, which I will give out at the end after going through the main victors. Okay, so I'm going to do it in ascending order, so bronze first, then silver, then gold. Okay, so like I said, the bronze award has gone to Stefan, a Third Age Film. Now, it's been a really close one with him. The person who's become silver overtook by 2 votes right at the last minute, and he was ahead for the time being and that. But again, these two people have been really close to each other at the whole time. So Stefan actually came first last year, won by quite a good landslide and that, and obviously it's a shame he didn't win the gold again this year. However, he still has become bronze, and that is mostly down to obviously you guys and his fans and that obviously still supporting and still voting for him. So overall, it's really good to see that. A lot of people who won last year haven't even won this year, and that's what's good to see that Stefan has kept that going for this whole time. And personally for me, he is one of my most committed and longest serving sort of voice actors and that, and I wouldn't know what to do with the character Ardian if he wasn't doing it or decided to not do it. And obviously with everything going on with his uni and YouTube and all that he has to do, it's really great that he still has the commitment to keep doing this. So as a thank you from me, Stefan, thank you for all that you've been doing in that, and it's great to see that you have still won an award this year, because again, you too rightly, you deserve to as well. So, and like I said, it was only just narrowly beaten by the person who won silver, but again, there's always going to be next year in that, there could be another close call next year, so we'll just see what happens. So, but overall, well done, Stefan, for that. You definitely deserve that award, buddy. So, silver award, so obviously beat Stefan by 2 votes right near the end. So a couple of fans there decided to cast their votes in last minute and actually completely changed the whole current who was winning, who was losing, etc. So the silver award goes to Tifa, who obviously voices Myra in that. She was very, very surprised with this when she started seeing all the votes that she was getting, because obviously last year not many people voted at all, and this year she's got a landslide of votes as well. So really, that means a lot to her. I know that she was saying that people were being silly voting for her. She thought there was many other voice actors better than her, but it shows everyone will get their favourites, and everyone has people they will prefer and like over the voice acting and that, and actually it kind of proved me right and her wrong for once, because I remember when I first ever got encouraged us to do the voice of Myra, she was like, oh, I don't want to do this, me, and no one's gonna like me, and I was like, and now I can actually say, well, clearly some people like you, otherwise you wouldn't have come second for the voice acting, would you? So so thanks guys, you've actually helped prove me right there, again on a number of things, so I can add that to the list of things that Cloud has got right that Tifa hasn't. So well done, massive thumbs up for me for that. But no, it's really great to see that she has come second place. Again, obviously she didn't get many votes last year at all, so just shows what can happen after a whole season of voice acting and that. So So yeah, overall, really great that she's won second in that. She's done really well with Myra and that. And again, season 3 is going to be a lot more intense. There's going to be a lot more coming Myra's way, as in the character story and that. So I'm sure we'll see even more voice acting skill and improvement come from Tifa in season 3. So I definitely know you will like one of the upcoming episodes where she'll be facing off against one of the commanders. So not going to spoil too much other than that, but you will enjoy. So. But again, well done for coming silver, and thank you to everyone who did cast their vote. So, on to the goals. Now, my god, this has been crazy. Literally, these two people have been battling against each other since day one of the voting, and they have been like tied, and then one's been winning in the other, and then vice versa. It's been all over the show. So, even though Tifa and Stefan's were really close together, and that there was quite a massive gap between them two and these two. Gold Awards, the main votes kept getting passed to and from Jerry, who voices Enkai, God, I'm getting it wrong now, see, this is what was happening, Jerry, who voices Rey, and Kareem, who voices Enkai. So literally, those two received the highest amount of votes in total, and kept battling against each other, and in the end, it's ended up with them both receiving the exact same number of votes, meaning a tie. Now, I obviously then had a deciding vote. I honestly couldn't decide between the two of them, because obviously making one of them silver would then downgrade the others, so obviously Myra would then become bronze and Stefan wouldn't have won an award at all. And I was kind of thinking of that as well, because both of them really deserve to get an award for the amount of votes they got. So obviously I gave away 2 bronze awards last year, so I thought, why not? I'm going to give away 2 gold awards. So we've got joint winners for gold, which obviously, as you've now figured, is Jerry, who voices Rey, and Kareem, who voices Enkai. So, like I said, they got an absolute landslide of votes. Literally so many, I couldn't believe it. It just kept constantly. They kept tying with one another, and then Jerry would overtake Kareem, and then Kareem would overtake Jerry. It was actually exciting for me to keep watching all these votes battling against each other and that, and all these other people were slowly getting other votes as well and building up. But these two just kept like flying across the screen with all these votes that I was adding up for them. So it was getting really hard to keep track of it. But yeah, overall, it made it really intense, and made sure that both of them got recognised for their really good voice acting. So obviously Rey has been voice acting, Jerry's been voice acting for Rey since the very first episode near enough, and he's done a terrific job. Obviously there's been some real sort of Rey hardcore moments in season 2, especially obviously the episode where Kai is presumed dead and Rey steps up. You know, he done really well for that. And the same for Kareem, who played Enkai. He has been voice acting since like the beginning as well. Enkai weren't much in season 1, and then it was in like every episode in season 2, so it took a lot for him to sort of step up and be in every single episode. But right near the end, he was doing some fantastic performances and made the finale between myself being Kai and him really awesome. And when I actually was getting the narration from him and sort of editing it, obviously me and him, our lines alone took up about 75% of the script for the finale, and it just made it really intense when I was actually then piecing the bits together. So for both of them, really well done, and a massive thank you. And obviously a thank you to all the people who voted for them. It's really they know they've won. I already told them and sent them their certificates, so this will be they'll just hear this bit now. But they were both really pleased with winning, and again, they both didn't believe it, because obviously Enkai didn't receive many, or Kareem didn't receive many votes for Enkai last year, and Jerry just about scraped joint bronze with Jay, Jakir Craft and that. So obviously he stepped up from bronze to gold, completely overtaken Stefan and that. So it just shows how quick the votes and that can change. So again, I can't really say much else. I'm just both glad to have them both on the voice acting team. For those of you who are probably thinking, what's going to happen with Kareem now with no Enkai to voice for? Don't worry, he's still going to be doing voice acting, and there might be something coming along in the future involving Enkai, so don't rule him out just yet. You are still going to hear plenty of voice acting from him, and again, Rey, you'll still hear continuous voice acting from Jerry for Rey as well. as a little reward for both of them for coming joint first, because I said, you know, the good person who comes gold, I wanted to make sure I gave a personal reward to. So I know that Kareem has been trying to save up a fair bit of money on RS for a certain outfit. So using the new bonds system that you can trade to exchange for like coins, whatever, membership, etc. I'm going to be giving Kareem the equivalent of 25 mil in RuneScape and that, so he can contribute that towards his outfit, and he's actually going to be using that to be helping filming in Crystals of Chaos, so it's like a win-win there. And for Jerry, because I know he has a lot going on with uni, college and that, you know, I know what student fees are like, etc. for that sort of thing, because obviously he's done really well and really supported in Season 2. I have sent him a bit of money through PayPal for him and his girlfriend to go out and have a nice lunch dinner together as well. So as a little personal thank you from me, and I know if any of you follow him on Twitter, you will just see, you get everyday updates about how much in love with this girl is, and obviously she's lucky to have him and he's lucky to have her as well. So I thought it would be nice for the both of them to be able to kind of go out together and that, because again, I know money's tight being a student, I've been there, done that, so it's nice that I was able to sort of treat them in that aspect. So like I said, to everyone who voted for these for the 4 winners for the 3 different awards, thank you very much, and it made the overall voting really good. So obviously, I mentioned I wanted to do some personal awards this year, only because there's been certain people who have been really helping out with certain things. So I wanted to do these own awards. These are personally for me that I've come up with, and they're obviously specific to certain voice actors as well. So, one award I'm giving out is actually for 2 people, for Franklin, who voices King White River, and for Shady, who voices Knight Commander Eron, and they have been both awarded the Rising Star Award, and that is basically, what I've written for that is for rising from nowhere, because they are both new voice actors in Season 2, and being able to perform for major character roles with ease and excellence, and being an inspiration to all newly become voice actors. So obviously these 2 applied for the voice acting. I gave them the chance to take on these 2 major roles, and they absolutely delivered it with perfection, and that I couldn't have chosen 2 better people to voice for those characters. They both got really passionate behind it, they're both committed to it, and actually made those characters overall very well received. So it's a massive credit to both of them being able to do that, being new voice actors. So again, well done for those 2, and massive thank you from me. My next award goes to Kim Illicit Free, who voices, he's now mainly voicing for Commander Orpheus, but he's actually done a wide variety of voices for Season 2, as I mentioned in the voting video. So I have given him the Multi-Talent Award, and basically that is for having the ability and dedication to voice act for a wide variety of characters for Season 2 in different styles, always showing interest to voice any other characters that I needed narration for, and an absolute credit to the voice acting team. So he's really helped when I've asked certain voice actors to be able to do a minor character role and they haven't been able to, or they've been like too tied up with stuff, and it's getting nearer and nearer to when I wanted to upload the episode. So I'd ask Kim, can he please voice act for them, and he'd do it sort of there and then, and he'd be able to always change his voice and to make sure that he kind of sounded different for each character, and he done really well. And actually without him it would have made a lot of episodes in Season 2 come out a lot later, and that if I had to, you know, end up using someone else. So it's really good that I've got someone like him on the team in that, but again, I've now been able to give him a major role, which I think he definitely deserves after doing loads and loads of minor characters. So again, Kim, massive thank you from me for being able to do that and help keep the Season 2 episodes coming out quite quick. My other reward is for Ruben the Zeal Place, who voices mostly for Commander Raoul, and I am giving him the Reliability Award. So, bit of a weird one, really, but to be honest, I've always thought this about him, and it's for always being an extremely reliable voice actor by always sending in their lines way before the specified deadline, and always with consistent high quality, even if I've asked them from him at last minute. So, whenever I send a script out to the voice actors, I always like to give them sort of 2-3 weeks sort of notice before I intend to upload the episode. So I go, right, here's the voice acting you need to do, guys. I need this in by this specified date. 9 times out of 10, obviously it's about 2-3 week deadline I'm giving them, Ruben will get them into me within the first 1 or 2 days, even if I've given him a massive deadline, and they're always really good. And again, I've had times where, similar to Kim, I've needed Ruben to be able to voice for some characters for people who've like kind of dropped out last minute or aren't available to do the voice acting. And again, I'll say to him like, oh, I need, the episode was meant to be coming out tomorrow, I need to try and get these lines done, and he'd do them there and then. So he's definitely one of the most reliable voice actors out of everyone. And it's not a diss to anyone else, because obviously I know a lot of people are really, really busy with everything, as I have said and know, and it's not a diss at them whatsoever, but I know Ruben has a lot that he has to do as well, and he always just finds the time to make sure they're in way before I ask, and that with consistency. So it's just nice to see that sort of thing, and I didn't want it to go unnoticed. So Ruben, massive thank you for you doing that, and obviously I'm sure you'll continue to do this for me in season 3. And then my final personal award goes to Thomas, Room Movies 1, who hasn't actually got a major character at the moment, but he's been doing a few minors, and he has got a major coming up as well. And I'm giving him the Best Assistant Award. So some of you won't be aware of this, or some of you will, who pay attention to the credits, but it's for being an extremely helpful and efficient assistant with the filming of each episode of Season 2, including the preparation of the outfits required for each character, and he's a key part of the season's success. So he always helps me film every single episode of Crystals of Chaos for season 2. If you all go to the credits of every episode, you'll always see him at the end saying thank you for his assistance for filming, and that's because, you know, even at a short notice or any sort of time I kind of agree with him, he's always there on RuneScape to help. So obviously I use the Orbital Oculus to make the episodes. I have to use my character to film, so therefore I need other characters to basically be wearing the outfits that I require, and he's always there to help out of it. And he's actually got he's actually managed to get like every outfit in Crystals of Chaos in his bank somehow, along with everything else that he's got in there, because I know he has a pretty hefty bank, but he actually sort of dedicates an inventory space in his bank specifically for Crystals of Chaos outfits. And again, on Solomon's store, he's got quite a few outfits as well that he's seen come out, and he's gone, oh, they look really handy to be able to be used in Crystals, and has kept them and shown them to me, and actually it's kind of matched exactly what I've been wanting to look for in certain episodes where I haven't decided what the character in-game would look like, and it's really sort of suited that. So again, without his help, I would have felt so behind with a great number of episodes, especially the last like final 5 episodes. There was so much filming involved with them, and if I didn't have him to use, it would have made it so more difficult. And I know a lot of you always offer your help with filming, but it's always with me, it's kind of a spur of the moment thing where I'm working full times, I'm doing different shifts. It's literally I'll get home one evening and go, right, I've got a spare couple of hours, I need to do some Crystals filming. Thomas will be online, hey buddy, if I'm not interrupting anything, can I borrow you for filming in about 10 minutes? And he's like, okay, I'll see you in 5 minutes. So he always is so quick to drop things he's doing and help me. So again, a massive thank you to Thomas and that, and without him, season 2 will probably still be made right now, so it's a massive credit to him. And I'm definitely, obviously, will carry on using Thomas in season 3, and you will see some actual main character voice acting coming from him soon as well, so that's really great. One last message, and this goes out to all the voice actors, especially the ones who either haven't got a personal award or won any of the awards today. I don't want you guys to be disheartened at all by any of this, and every single one of you is an absolute credit to the Crystals of Chaos voice acting team. If I didn't have a single one of you who has still remained, the series would not be as good as how it is. You all play a major part in that. Obviously, the personal awards are from me as a personal thing, and again, I could be here all day saying all the personal things that you guys have done for me. You all know that you do something to help majorly with the Crystals of Chaos. And again, you know, we've got the season 3 voice actor awards. I'll be doing more personal awards then. For those of you who didn't get any in this time, you're definitely going to get some in the next one. So, and again, don't be disheartened if you didn't get many votes at all. You know, it's all down to how the fans engage the characters and the voice actors and that. So it's that kind of aspect as well. And at the end of the day, this is all for fun. I wouldn't have to do this, but I find it's a massive sort of like credit to those voice actors who do get voted in that, and it's a massive confidence boost, and it just makes it into a bit more of a fun thing as well. So you all know, like, so Jerry and Kareem now know for all their hard work, they've actually been received as like the best voice actors for season 2 by the fans, and that can be any one of you in the next season. It's just all about being a part of it. And again, for most of you, if I didn't have you voicing for the characters, then I'd be absolutely buggered, and again, I would not have season 2 finished by now. Some of you do a massive work for your characters and that, and it's a brilliant credit to all of you, so thank you to every single one of you. And again, for everyone who took part to vote in this as well, or spend the time to cast your vote, again, a massive thank you to all of you and your continued support towards the series. You know, if someone told me that I'd have the fan base I have at the moment and the reception of the series back when I decided to even make the first episode, I wouldn't believe it. And you know, I know a lot of you say, you know, you deserve more subscribers, you deserve more views, and that will come in time. And at the moment, I'm really happy with the fan base I've got already. I'm just overall extremely grateful to have every single one of you as a fan of the series and that, and it's just made making it that much more worth it. And we can see the growth of fans and views and subscribers from season 2 compared to season 1. Obviously, you guys can't see it, but obviously I have the YouTube analytics, and you look at it, and it has grown rapidly. It maybe doesn't still seem as much subscribers as it would like to be, and admittedly, I'd love loads of subscribers, but again, it's about the sort of the consistency of each of you. You know, I'd rather have like sort of 1,500 very committed voice actors rather than subscribers and fans, rather than 10,000 subscribers but barely any of them take part in any of the things like we've done to this week and that. So you know, it's just something to reflect for you guys. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap this video up because I'm rambling now. Like I said, a massive well done and thank you to all the voice actors, especially the main winners. Obviously, feel free in the comment section below to congratulate them. I'm sure the winners will be posting comments to thank all of you for voting and that. And again, thank you to all the other voice actors who obviously didn't get an award, and obviously bring on next year. It's going to be even more intense. If it's been as intense as it was this year, I don't think I'll be able to handle it the next time round. Obviously, we'll have more season 3 voice actors come into it as well, not new bloods and that, so that's something else to throw in the curveball. And again, a final thank you to all the fans and that who have taken the time to continue supporting the series, etc. Look out for a video tomorrow. I'm going to be uploading another video tomorrow, another sort of voting one, but at this time it's around the Crystals of Chaos character movie that I mentioned a while back. Not going to talk about it too much now. Look out for the video tomorrow. It will all make sense then. Thank you very much, guys, and please make sure to like, favourite, comment, subscribe, etc, etc. Cheers!